Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Welcome if you're new here, and if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for all your support. For your likes, shares, comments, subscribes and donations. It really means a lot and helps me keep the channel going. If any of you would like to send a donation to give back to me and the channel, then the links are below. There's also the thanks button below this video. You can always click that and show your support. It's very much appreciated. Thank you. Welcome to my new members as well, by the way. If any of you would like to become a member of my channel, then click the join button below. A little video will pop up and it will show you all the tiers available. There are bonus readings that I do every month for you all. As part of the perks, polls as well, to help you all decide, sort of the type of readings that you desire. So check that out if you're interested. Now, this reading is about the UK again. It's kind of following on from my last reading you might have seen about breach of privacy. And this is related to a new UK law whereby police have been given power to search homes without a warrant if a stolen mobile phone is geolocated at a house. Now, there's something about this new law that's off, I feel. This is my opinion, obviously, because obviously this could be used as an excuse to enter people's homes whenever the police wish. And we're going down a slippery slope with this one. What do you all feel? Let us know in the comments what you think about this. What's your gut instinct? But something I know, being in the UK myself, is that the police don't generally look into phone theft or petty crime. They might report it, fill out a report, but they often won't even go out to a location where something's been reported because they see it as like a waste of police time. There are bigger things to be dealing with. So why then are they going to now go to people's homes to intercept stolen mobile phones? Just doesn't add up, does it? There's a hidden agenda, a dark agenda, I feel, behind this. Dark forces have ordered this to happen. It's very Orwellian, 1984. Police state is now what we're moving into, I feel. Because as I said, the police could abuse their power, just enter people's homes if they wish. I was thinking, what's the reason? Treason? Sorry for the rhyme, but that just came to my mind when I wrote that down. What's the reason? So Big Brother, linking to my last reading, as I said, the lack of freedom of speech that I mentioned in the reading about the Apple phones and the government. Is it linked to people's messages, things they post on social media? Now that data is no longer secure on phones, the UK can track where those phones are located, what someone has said, and then go and intercept the phone and the person in their home. That's what I feel this is all about. So the censorship, which we've seen over the past few years, is obviously now increasing, getting out of hand. In particular here in the UK, where we've already had cases of people being arrested due to things they've posted on social media. And this is obviously their back door, their way of monitoring people's speech and thoughts even more. That is something that I know not only I have experienced, but others as well, in terms of something you say, and then suddenly, let's say you're chatting to someone in your home, and then suddenly an ad for that thing pops up on your phone. So there's already stuff going on in terms of our technology that people don't know about. You know, the mic picking stuff up, tracking on phones as well. So yeah, should we all go off grid? I know some people are. Some people don't even have smartphones. It's like, you know, that's why they want people glued to their phones. Let's look at the younger generation. They're all glued to their phones, aren't they? So they're already sort of becoming almost part of their phone, part of their device. And that's the agenda. Think about it carefully. Your mind connected to a device, thought police. I mean, 1984 is almost like a guide, isn't it? For our government, I would say. So just be mindful of that, yeah. Like using technology, what you use it for. I would say, you know, I'm not saying to anyone to not speak up, because we all have a right to do that. No matter what you think. And it really does feel like treason to me, you know, like in the old times, if you said something about the king and then it was like off with their head, it just feels like that, and you think, goodness, what age are we living in? But anyway, let's look into this more, because obviously we've got the puppets in the government, and we've got another energy behind the scenes, the Emperor, that comes out in a lot of my readings. That's still coming through to me in the energy. I think I mentioned in a previous reading that there are a few energies within the government who, let's just say, are another type of entity. There's something about them that's not quite... I might do another reading on this. Let's say not human. So they're linked with this Emperor behind the scenes. There's an agenda. It's all about power and control. Now let's take a look at the Emperor behind the scenes as an energy reading. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, that's interesting. So they're setting things in motion slowly. See, I'm getting like cycles here with the hairs. Different seasons, things are changing slowly. Some are happening behind the scenes, being implemented without votes or anything. And this speaks of money, finances, control. So I was feeling, yeah. So it's all about power. It's interesting, we've got the energy there at the top, like the Emperor, and we've got two here in particular who are the key players, who we see, and others behind the scenes as well. That's what I'm getting there. So let's take a look at these two energies here, the puppets, just saying what they're told to say. Like robots, there's something about them, one in particular, prominent energy. I've said this before. Okay everyone, I'm back. Sorry about that. Not sure if you heard it on camera, but there was just a knock at my door, and it was my postie. Yeah, something quite interesting in that. Everything happens for a reason in these readings. We sometimes get these sort of signs, and I'm wondering if there's something in that. A knock at my door. Maybe that was to stop me from saying what I was about to say. So I won't say any more on that, in fact. I was talking about one energy in particular. But again, it's just got me thinking about that sort of knock at your door that you could have due to something you say. It's an abuse of power, simply, isn't it? And it really is like they're saying, you know, we could do you for treason, for speaking out of line. I mean, we can say what we want. Obviously, we don't want hate speech. We want peace. But it's like they're trying to sort of program people's thoughts and speech. As I said about technology, the way we're connected, we just need to be mindful of that, I would say. So, okay, these two, getting two energies here coming through. Let's just have a look at those energies. So we'll see if I get a knock at my door. Oh. Maybe with the cards falling out like that, something unexpected. Yeah, it could be unexpected for people as well if that happens. I forgot to say, everyone, sorry, I'm using a new deck today. I haven't used it on the channel. This is the Good Fortune Tarot. It's a new deck that I received from my recent energy exchange. So hopefully we'll get some good fortune come our way with these cards. Beautiful cards. Okay, well that's really interesting. I'm going to pull another card this side because we've got two that side. But I can already see what we're being shown here. You might see it yourself. Yeah, okay, that's really interesting. So we've got these two energies coming out as the puppets. I'm also noticing that one is going up, one's going down. So one's positive, one's negative, and we're seeing that if you look at the cards. This energy is light, a light worker who we have within our government. You can see it there with the angel, someone who wants balance and peace in our country. We're trying to create that. And this card can show someone who's spying, surveillance is coming out, which we looked at obviously in the last reading. But I'm getting a positive energy there from that person. Whereas this side, this is all about finances. I mean, this energy here has covered their face. They're looking at the money. And that's the agenda of the Emperor behind the scenes. Money, finances, power, control. See, there's a deal happening behind the scenes between two energies. I'm hearing bartering. There's a heart on there and money there. So, you know, it's like money is the goal, let's say, not doing things from the heart. I've got to say with this one, this is linking with what I was saying about certain energies not being human. This is like a dragon, but I'm getting like lizard here. I've got to say it because we're seeing it. Shapeshifters. I might do a reading. Do any of you want? Would you be interested, rather, in a reading on shapeshifters? I've mentioned this before. I may do one because I've had a few experiences with some. And it's about, spotting them, which I am able to do. I think that's why I met some, to be honest. So yeah, we see with our eyes, we don't see what they are. Or have any of you ever noticed it? Have you ever noticed a shift in an energy of someone prominent in power or within the government? And there's something about them that feels off. As I think I was saying before about the way someone speaks sounds a bit strange. Yeah, is it like a glitch happening within the matrix? Something you'll find if you're here as a chosen one is you will see, and sometimes experience glitches in the matrix, which is something I've experienced myself. Okay, so we're definitely getting the spying coming out here, that I mentioned in the last reading around communication. So I'm going to go deeper now behind the scenes look at these energies with another deck. Wow, okay, we'll leave that there. Let the cards fly where they fly. So a lot have flown out here. So I feel there's a lot of attention on this light worker. This is someone I'm now hearing who is quite prominent. I don't feel is actually in the government, but they've been spying, looking into things. This card really stood out. It flew out there sideways, and this is about like a deal, a gamble that energy took. I feel some sort of meeting. That person is quite good with their words. A younger energy, I feel, younger than the others behind the scenes. There has been some sort of conflict. There's also deception, conflict around the deception, the breach of privacy that's been happening. I feel someone has either left already or is going to leave. That's linking with the Wheel of Fortune. Something shifting within the government. And it could come as a surprise to us, finding this out. We've got the military come out. This comes out in a lot of my readings. So this is something happening behind the scenes here that we're not aware of. Someone acting from the heart. That's this energy over here, I feel. Let's just see anything on that energy over there. Well, it's quite an immature energy, anxious, low vibrational, as I felt coming through. Okay, you might hear my cat purring. She's just jumped up on my lap, as she does sometimes. She's done that recently. She wants to be part of this reading now. She might give us a sign, you never know, in a minute. What I've just noticed as I'm looking at the cards is these two. So this is like, again, this secret deal, which has come out here as well. I really get underground deals with that card. So this is like the Emperor, making it happen, getting this other energy to go out and do what they need to do behind the scenes. It's like, you know, either heart or money, basically, if that makes sense, you know, not acting from the heart. So yeah, something's happening there behind the scenes. Yeah, you might just see my cat's tail on camera. She's just getting comfortable on my lap right now. But yeah, right in the middle we've got the military. So investigations are happening. This spying, as I said, is a light worker, so they're looking into something here, doing, you know, these investigations in terms of this new law. So let's see what may happen next in terms of this police state. I do feel, sort of linked to my last reading, it may get bad for a while. People may be stressed and anxious for a while before things change. Okay, that one, wow, the Sun. The most positive card in the deck. We can't get much better than that, everyone. You know, things will get brighter. Sunflowers are about abundance, happiness. A horse is about triumph, success, courage. White horse indicating purity, good intentions, and notice the white over here. So just in terms of colour, symbolism. But that's amazing. The Sun, Wheel of Fortune, a positive change is ahead. Things are happening behind the scenes, also like divine intervention with the angel there. That's beautiful, getting shivers now, and it's feeling brighter actually. Don't know if you'll notice it. It was a bit gloomy in terms of natural light when I started the reading, and it's got a bit brighter, so that's another sign as well. I'm feeling this like liberation as well, because obviously I channel physically. We're going to feel free. That horse, I mean, look at it, it looks free, and it's very strong on its hind legs. We've got someone very strong here who feels this energy, who comes along and helps us. What else might happen? If we may know, we can only get what comes through. Might not get anything else today. Knight of Wands. Now, do you know what? I was just about to say that I was getting a lot of fire come through, as in fire sign. A lot of Sagittarius and Leo, and then we've got the Knight of Wands, which is a fire sign. Knights take action. Wow, it's interesting I said before about a lizard. This is amazing, everyone. The symbolism in this reading. The knight is riding the lizard. So it's like he's overpowering that lizard. The energy I said about the shapeshifter before, who's doing things behind the scenes, who's not human. Okay, there's a really positive sign in terms of who takes control here. And that's interesting, the Two of Cups flew out over there. We've got a 2 there as well in terms of this deal. And here we can see 2 gentlemen in suits, so sort of like business people, who create this deal. Take a gamble, business partnership I'm getting. There's an owl for communication, wisdom. That owl is dropping a crown. Very interesting again, symbolism, because with that I'm just getting a change in power. Yeah, I can feel it, like the heavy energy that's been acting behind the scenes, pulling the strings, is going to be removed. So we might see a sign, maybe, you know, linked to a crown, for example. That energy is going to be removed. And there's 2 energies here, potentially involved in this, behind the scenes. Now it's interesting as well, these 2 are on a moon. Now the moon can indicate deception, lies, hidden, you know, things that are hidden that I feel will be exposed with the sun that came out there. I mean, I wouldn't, you know, make this up. You can look up the meaning of the cards for the sun to have come out. We have had that in a reading recently, I believe. We had the sun. So just stay positive. This is also a sign. Stay in a high vibration. Don't let it get you down, because it will shift. Things are already shifting behind the scenes. What we're seeing is the agenda as it was going to happen, but I don't see it actually coming into play fully. So, anything else we may know? Everyone's playing their part, as I said. In this show. Wow, everyone, between worlds, new directions. 5, which shows a change, freedom. I'm just noticing the yellow, like the sun. It's positive. It's a colour of healing as well. So this is where we're at. Because of what's happening behind the scenes, things are playing out as they are to help people awaken as well and see the truth in, you know, the people in power, and even what is driving them as well. This is a sea turtle, which is quite fast, so things are happening right now. Things could change very quickly. This is also like moving into the 5D, because we've got 5 between worlds. We're all shifting into this higher vibration, new energy, new world. which is positive. I don't see it as being Orwellian in the future. Anything we might get on that with these cards? Wow. Spirit messages. And we've got a bird. We had a bird here with this person who's spying behind the scenes. Bird is about communication, hope, love. Yeah, it's also about divine intervention, messages from the divine. So, as I said, there's quite a lot of symbolism in the cards here. So we might get a sign. You might see a sign. I do feel there's some sort of sign, as I said, like this, where something happens, maybe in a meeting, a broadcast, and it's a sign we need to pay attention. So, for example, something like a crown dropping, might not be that, but maybe someone who wears a crown is removed or dies, for example. I'll leave it at that, but someone in power is removed, so, and it could be that it happens behind the scenes. That energy could already have been removed, and the person we're seeing might not be them. I'll leave that at that, but some of you will know what I'm on about. Some people we think are not here are here. Some people we think are here aren't here. Getting a bit cryptic now. Yeah, as I said, it's all a show. You see, is it all real? Is everything we see real? The moon speaks of illusions. So there's our clue. And we've got ascended masters that's come out here. So this is about the light workers who are here to help others. Guide others forward. People who are connected to spirit, who may receive these messages, might receive a sign. You're being guided to share your truth. Share what you feel with others, like I do. For example, I feel we got another message from these cards. Wow. Now, as I said that, we've got the stag, lead the way. I'm getting shivers now. 23 breaks down to 5, which came out there. So this is like some of you who've stepped into your power like the stag. You've lit your own path. You're here to guide the way for others with the star there. Help them to move forward on their spiritual path. So be strong like the stag. It's a masculine energy, divine masculine energy. Step into your own divine masculine energy. Be empowered in a positive way. Lead the way for others. So that's really coming out now. Those of you who are blessed, who are chosen ones, who are receiving signs and messages potentially, maybe through dreams as well, you're here to help those who are between worlds. They're sort of on the fence. Which one do I believe? Do I believe what I see, or do I believe what I feel? And they're two different things, aren't they? There are still people, obviously, let's have compassion for them, but there are people who still watch what they see on TV and think it's all real. And some of us know it's not. Lead the way. Don't try and convince people, though. Obviously, they have to make their own minds up. It will come in time, because we've got expansion as well. Educate your mind and senses. Yeah, so just keep expanding as you, as your spirit self, being strong. And you'll get more downloads coming to you as well. Now with this one, this energy is in the world, I'm getting ringing in the ears. Connecting with the world's vibration is what that can mean. The energy shift can mean that you feel it physically as you're ascending. Ear ringing is one thing. Some of you have asked about this quite a lot in the comments, so I'll just mention it again. It can be due to that, energetic shifts. Can also be downloads from the divine, which links here with spirit messages. So trust your intuition. However, if it's a constant ringing in your ear, please do get yourself checked out by a medical professional, because that could be something else like tinnitus. You know, it won't be constant if it's just like a download, for example. And it's interesting, we got an owl come out there. Got to mention that because we had the owl come out before. It says mindful wisdom, create inner harmony. Yeah, so when you're in that state of being at peace, in a harmony, that's when you'll receive these downloads, and you might get the ringing in the ear that I just mentioned as a result. So I'll leave that there. If any of you would like a private reading, by the way, for more clarity or spiritual guidance, please do reach out for one. Could really help some of you if you feel guided to get one, that is. Really hope you've enjoyed this reading. It was very interesting what came through. Again, I'm getting, positive energy for our future. So keep your vibration high, keep ascending, lead the way, trust the messages you receive. Thank you so much for being here. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe. Hit the like button if you like what I do. Then I can get more content out for you, potentially if we get more views. All very much appreciated. Thanks for joining me. Sending peace, love and light to you all.